clothing. B, place it underneath the resident's shoulders. C, under the resident's chest. D, place it over the resident's clothing. D, over the resident's clothing. Okay? When transferring a resident from a bed to a wheelchair, where should the wheelchair be placed? On the stronger side, on the weaker side, on the left side, on the affected side?
The stronger
The
side.
stronger side. Okay? Because you want to use everything in your power for them to do the work. Okay? Which of the following is an example of an activity of daily living? And what's the abbreviation of activity of daily living?
ADL.
Because you'll see that a lot. They'll say, did you do their ADLs today? Praying, eating, reading, talking to a family member.
Eating.
Yep, eating. B. If a resident starts to fall, the best thing an NA can do is A, catch the resident under the arms to stop the fall. B, widen her stance and bring the resident body close to her. C, lock her knees. D, move out of the way.
B. B.
Yes, B. So C, maybe I talked about, C said lock her knees. We definitely do not want to do that. You want to be in that squat position, okay? Number 5. What is a way for a nursing assistant to promote respect, dignity, and privacy when helping a resident with care? A. If a resident takes too long choosing a shirt for the day, the NA should pick it for her. B. The NA should knock on the door while a resident is in the bathroom to see if the resident can hurry up. C. The NA should encourage the resident to do as much as possible for herself. D. The NA should ask the resident to move faster if she's not moving quickly enough. That sounds like
C.
Do not do it. D. What Deb does. Hurry it up. We got to keep it moving. No, don't do that. C is right. When skin begins to break down, a resident may experience A. Bone that's protruding through the affected area. B. Skin that is different in color than the surrounding area. C. Partial skin loss in the affected area. D. Blistering in the affected area. I mean, there's a lot.
I was about to say all of them.
Let's try it again and pretend we're taking a stupid test and we have to pick the perfect answer for the test. Let's try it again.
Stages.
When skin begins to break down, a resident may experience A. Bone protruding through the affected area. B. Skin that is a different color than the surrounding area. C. Partial skin loss in the affected area. D. Blistering in the affected area.
B.
Okay, that's the big takeaway with the skin breakdown, sores, and ulcers. It all starts. No, it's B. It starts with a different color. It's always starts with a different color, and then it progresses. Okay.
The trick in the question was it said begin,
Okay.
and so bone through the tissue. Yeah, that can happen.
But that's later down the path. How are we? What's the beginning of breakdown? Skin color. Okay. Which of the following is a condition that increases the risk of pressure injuries? A. Flexibility. B. Cold air. C. Good circulation. D. Restricted mobility.
Restricted mobility.
Restricted mobility.
Can you say the question again?
Sure. Which of the following is a condition that increases your risk of pressure injuries? A. Flexibility. B. Cold air. C. Good circulation. Or D. Restricted mobility.
D. Restricted
D.
mobility.
Exactly. Which of the following statements is true about pressure injuries? A. Pressure injuries are usually caused by exercising too much. B. Pressure injuries are difficult to heal but do not hurt. C. Pressure injuries are impossible to prevent. D. Pressure injuries can lead to life-threatening infections.
D.
Good job. Okay. So they can go to life-threatening infections. They can go all the way down into the bone, all the way into your bloodstream, and cause a major infection that says good night. Which of the following areas are at higher risk for skin breakdown? Front of the neck, face, tailbone or sacrum, hands.
Tailbone and sacrum.
So sacrum, tailbone is your booty. Any of those words equate to your booty, okay? An NA should reposition immobile residents at least every A, 2 hours, B, 3 hours, C, 10 minutes, D, 20 minutes. Good. Remember that on Steve's unit. Remember Steve said that they do They're very committed to every 2 hours. 11. A blank keeps the covers from resting on a resident's legs and feet. A hand bed, you said,
Bed cradle.
I know, I don't use those. Do you guys use bed cradles?
We don't, but I know of them. Yeah,
Okay.
they exist.
Is it a blanket?
It's,
It's like a crate, like almost.
You saw it?
Yeah, they showed it to us yesterday.
yeah, it's like a frame that goes over the feet, and so it keeps the blanket off the toes. Because you can get pressure injuries like on a great toe
Yeah.
from the blanket.
And the pictures we saw was the bottom of your feet is still exposed.
I don't get it.
I was thinking like maybe that's what was exposed.
But even though that blanket is, you still stay warm?
Got you. Got you.
Some of your body.
She put up the
Okay.
photos.
I'm gonna look up bed cradle. Okay, guys. All right.
I got it.
Couple
I
more.
got it.
You got a bed cradle?
Oh no.
Not a big crate.
She showed us one yesterday.
Okay. Which of the following should be washed every day? Hair, perineum, chest, or knees?
Perineum.
Okay, so perineum is anything from front to back in the private areas. Got it? Okay. All right. Let's do a couple more. Which of the following is true of mechanical lifts? A, mechanical lifts prevent injury. B, it's safer for the NA to lift residents without the use of a mechanical lift. C, there's only one kind of mechanical lift. D, when using a mechanical lift, the NA should raise it approximately 5 feet over the bed before moving the resident.
A.
It's a little much.
It's A. It's A.
So, which of the following is true of a mechanical lift? A, mechanical lifts prevent injury, because you're gonna decrease fall. The other options were this, which were incorrect.
I couldn't hear B.
B is, it is safer for an NA to lift residents without the use of a mechanical lift. We don't wanna do that. There's only one kind of mechanical lift. No, we know there's more of that. When using the mechanical lift, the NA should raise it approximately 5 feet over the bed before moving the resident. I thought it was,
It's like, it just said like 2 minutes.
what do you say to Steve about
That said 2 inches.
2 inches?
I mean, I might do a little more than 2 inches, but not 5 foot.
That's me. That's me.
It's just-
You
I don't think I could lift them 5 foot off the bed.
Aspiration.
I don't think they're that tall.
And to preserve. It's preserved.
All right. When bathing a resident, an
to preserve
NA
and
should
process.
A, leave the resident alone to promote self-care. B, get each item needed as the resident asks. C, use bath oil to moisturize the resident's skin. D, make sure the room is warm enough before beginning. I think that's kind of
D.
tricky.
D. Like all of them are good.
But what?
D.
What's the question?
How did you know it was D? I would have never known.
Yeah, besides the oil, like all of them sound.
Talking about
Somebody read it in the book?
you walk here.
That's
D.
good. It's make sure the room is warm enough.
Because
I
they gonna
would
be.
probably said get the items you need.
Can you say the question again, please?
When bathing a resident, an NA should 1, leave the resident alone to promote self-care. I mean, that could kind of be if they're independent. B, get each item needed for the resident. C, use bath oil to moisturize the resident's skin. D, make sure the room is warm enough before beginning.
It's not B, because it said get everything for the resident. The resident may be able to get some things for themselves.
That's true. I'm gonna give you the real practical. We rarely have control over the temperature of the room.
Yeah.
Do you? We don't
No.
have thermostat
It'd
control.
be cold.
We do not have yeah. All right, let me flip it around here and we'll jump around. All right, let's do this one. During which of the following procedures must an NA always wear gloves? A, shaving a resident. B, combing a resident's hair. C, dressing a resident. D, turning a resident.
It's A.
Okay, so it is A. Yes, 100% shaving. But there are other scenarios that you probably should be wearing gloves. You should really always be wearing gloves. Always. I don't even do vital signs without gloves.
Yeah.
if I can give you any bit of advice, always wear gloves, and once in a while, think about throwing those protective eyewear on if you're worried about splashes.
I was gonna say, always think pre-COVID and always think long-term facility
I don't ever go into, I don't
for the test.
ever go into a room without gloves on, even if I'm just, because you know what, Dominique, the thing is you get drawn into something. You go in the room and then you're like, they're like grabbing for you, or they need something, or you're like, hold on, let me just cycle this pressure. So you're right, just always go in the room with the gloves. All right, let's do two more. Let me see if I can find two more. Oh, wow. All right. Okay, a resident who is lying on her stomach with her arms at her sides is in the blank position. A, Sims, B, Fowlers, C, prone, D, lateral.
Prone.
Good job.
She was laying like
A blank is used for residents who cannot assist to raise their hips on the bedpan.
Frank
Fractures.
Shanahan. Frank
Yeah, I love it.
Shanahan.
You guys are so smart. You learned a lot. Okay, we'll do one more. 26.
Two more.
All right, if you want two more, I can give you. I just don't want to. I know you guys are probably tired. Dangling means A, sitting up with legs over the side of the bed. B, sitting in a chair with the feet on the floor. C, lying in the bed with the feet over the side of the bed. D, hanging both arms over the chair rests.
A.
Good job. So dangling is you're sitting up with the legs dangling over the sides of the bed. Okay? Any more questions? Guys? Okay, so what are you guys doing? You're doing a presentation or something today?
Yeah.